Now, I personally have beef with one main feature that came with The Sims 4 Life and Death. This was something that I figured out very, very early on into my early access, and I have since spoken about it. Some people have defended it and said, you know, it might be easy to you, but when you're playing with a full family and you're trying to like handle everyone's needs and handle everything that comes on your plate with that, it's not as easy as you think. And it is, of course, the bucket list. Now, I knew I had a problem with this and that it felt too easy from the get-go. I had a young adult sim in my early access just playing on normal lifespan. I also had 2 other sims. I managed to complete this within the young adult time frame. So today I figured, why not play it through with like an actual dedicated family? I'm obviously probably gonna focus on like one more than the others, but I am gonna try and spread myself over everyone's bucket list, and we're gonna see how long it takes me to complete at least one of their bucket lists. Now, I'm predominantly either gonna focus on Eric or Alice, just because I do feel like they have main character energy. Sorry, Olivia, you usually are the main character of this household. I absolutely adore you. However, today is not your day because children, unfortunately, cannot have bucket lists. So I haven't added any traits from Life and Death, which obviously means that we can't have the perfect goal unless we attend a funeral or we attend, I think it's Afterlife Anonymous, that also gives you the option for a perfect goal. But he is glutton, he's materialistic and self-assured. Alice also doesn't have a career, but she's definitely a freelance like artist in my mind, so we're just gonna have her like paint and sell to collectors. She is childish, loves the outdoors and creative. Dennis is neat, perfectionist, loves outdoors. He is retired, he likes his gardening, domestic king. And then we also have Vivian, who definitely in my mind still owns like a catering company. I should have probably given her like the home chef hustle aspiration instead of like big happy family, but she has cheerful, foodie and family oriented. So let's start this stopwatch. I've already wasted 2 seconds, and then let's get into live mode. Eric, because we do actually have a ton of undiscovered goals, obviously if you do wait for these to form naturally, then you are going to be waiting that little bit longer, but we're going to have him come and just write a random goal. And then I'll also have Alice write a goal. I might honestly leave the elders and like see how long it takes for them to actually form their own. I think that would be good for this little experiment. So we're going to focus really on these 2 adults. And then, sir, I would also love you to find a job. So we're going to have someone who is in the career, and then we're going to have someone who pretty much like works from home and wants to work on her painting skill, which they are just base game sims. She has a level 4 in painting already. He is a level 3 in programming. I want to go on a big ride, woohoo, in a Copperdale boardwalk ride. By big ride, I meant the amusement park rides in Copperdale, and by get on, I meant woohoo in... Surely that should be get off. I want to peak as an art... Create 5 masterpieces? Okay, well that one's gonna be definitely more difficult. I mean, clearly she's kind of wanting a woohoo as well. She's like, I will absolutely flirt with my man. I'm gonna play this normally, okay? I'm not gonna like 3-speed the whole way through it, but I kind of want him to come up with another one. So let's write another goal. He has actually already got a home worth 100,000. Purchase 5,000 worth of landscaping under outdoor plant section. You know what? He is a man who definitely wants to take care of his family, and he knows that his father-in-law absolutely loves gardening. So yeah, why the heck not? Obviously, doing your lifetime aspiration, like I said, if you have seasons and you have New Year's resolutions, that helps out with getting points towards your bucket list. Doing certain wants helps you. Obviously, completing bucket list items also helps with you going through your soul's journey. I'm gonna use the term bucket list and soul's journey just because they are basically the same thing. I know technically they're not, but I always call the soul's journey the bucket list anyway, so I'm not gonna call myself out on that constantly. I think it said outdoor plants, so let's just get a couple of these. We'll definitely put maybe a tree out in this section. I don't know why there isn't a tree here, honestly. I feel like this kind of needs a little bit of height. I feel like all this stuff isn't quite that expensive, so getting 5,000 of it is actually gonna be proven to be quite difficult. Oh, we'll get a little rabbit out the front. I definitely feel like he would go through and like cut all of these bushes into little animals, especially for Olivia. I didn't realize that these ones came with cottage living. There's like a cow. That's well cute. Why do I feel like they're the type of family to have palm trees? I don't know why, but that just feels like such a bougie thing. I think it's because it reminds me of like LA. Even when I see one in the UK, because obviously like quite a lot of people like down in Cornwall and like coastal areas, like palms actually do okay in the UK. Even in Manchester, I see a couple of people with palm trees. This is actually really, really difficult because these things aren't that expensive, which is a lie. Gardening is literally one of the most expensive hobbies, honestly, especially over here in the UK, because garden centers are an absolute rip-off. To most, they just seem like a fun Sunday activity, but my word, do they prey on people who just want to have a little bit of color in their life. Not me recording this video and just coming out thinking that like garden centers are a scam. We got milestone complete, and Eric is off to a great start in his soul's journey. With this achievement, Eric now gains extra satisfaction points. He wants to buy a rocket ship, buy an object worth 1,000 simoleons. Gonna throw the most epic house party. Aren't these meant to be chosen off like traits? Is that coming from potentially like self-assured? No, to be fair, I think it also goes off likes and dislikes, and he definitely likes romance and like flirtation. So I can imagine that that's maybe where the woohoo came from. Purchase 20 columns. All right, that one is definitely going to be easy. What is it doing? Hello? Am I just a noob? Like, what the hell is going on here? I'm really just out here making an ugly house even uglier. We got another one of those finished, and we're almost on making headway. Not doing too badly at all, I say. Right, what do you need to do? Attend an active workday at the doctor. Obviously, I do want to keep an eye on everyone else because I want this to be like realistic, especially with people trying to say like, you know what? It was just easy when you were focusing on one person. Like, it's not that easy if you're like focusing on the whole family. So I want to test that theory. That might not honestly make it like into the video. I just want you all to know that that is happening in the background, because I feel like, you know, the main focus of this is to actually like take part in the stuff that we need to take part in for our bucket list and our soul's journey. So if I like edit out of the video, just know that it's happening behind the scenes. Did you finish this one? It's not a masterpiece, therefore I don't want it, but we are gonna sell it to a collector, and we're gonna continue doing another painting. He wants to own something worth over 1,000, so I'm actually gonna get this little like record player that added a little bit to his soul's journey, not too much, and I mean, that one's gonna be difficult. I think we may have reached the end point of being able to do his lifetime aspiration. This is actually the last one in Mansion Baron, which is unfortunate because we went up in those like automatically. It didn't really add to his soul's journey as much as it maybe could have done. I kind of want to add knowledge as well, or nerd brain, because I kind of want him to be good, and he wants to own a rocket ship. So yeah, we're gonna go for that. He needs needs to finish reading 3 books and logic level 3. I can't believe she wants to peak as an artist. That is such an unhinged first thing. She really said, I'm not good enough if I don't do this. I do kind of want her to come up with another bucket list goal though. Maybe we'll do it from a category this time around. Let's continue with I want to create, because she is quite a creative sim. Is that just a naked woman on the floor? You know what? Choices were made. I want to photograph the world, reach photography level 5, and take 10 photos outside of your home world. Photography level 5. Why is she such an overachiever? Alice, girl, I'm gonna need you to set your bucket list once a little bit lower. I'm gonna need you to reduce your expectations of me as a Sims player by like 99%. Thank you. Let's put it into first gear, or else I'm gonna stall and I'm gonna embarrass myself in front of everyone because I've talked up such a big game like, oh, this is so easy. She's literally getting the hardest things. His is like, I want to go on a ride and I want to have a house party. Hers is like, I want to become a master crafter. I want everybody to know my name. I kind of love the self-belief. Like, confidence is very attractive, can I just say? What are we actually up to? We're on 24 minutes. This is gonna be a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. Why am I suddenly so cocky when it comes to my ability to playing The Sims? And then let's go woohoo with Alice on the Ferris wheel. Honestly, the way that I just said woohoo was an ick. I don't know why I said it that way. Honestly, been a really long time since I did one of these woohoos. Making headway. Eric's soul shines brighter and feels more fulfilled with each step. As a reward, Eric now enjoys a boost to all skill gains. Heck yes. See, this is why I also think this is like so simple, is because of the fact that it literally like gets you so many absolutely ridiculous buffs. Like, it's so overpowered. The way he just ate that corn dog is making me uncomfortable. Can you actually go join her game? Because you do need to start working on your logic skill a little bit, sir. He's almost at finding purpose as well. This is wild. First day on the job, let's go join him. We're gonna try making a friend at work and then also probably write another bucket list item for him. Enjoy your food, Aziz. What have you got today? You got, it looked like salmon with gravy on, which no thank you. Oh, it was trash apparently. He threw that straight on the floor. He said, this is manky, I don't want it. He made friend with Dash, our co-worker. Literally just did all of our social ones with that one co-worker to become his friend. So we're just grabbing a drink. These poor patients are literally just sat in bed. I'm not doing anything for them. It's my first day on the job though. They can't be mad at me. Not him coming straight back to Dash with his snack. I'd like to finally find love within myself. Like, okay, hear me out. I just need to find love on the inside, you know? In order to love other people, I need to love myself first. Well, sir, I don't think you are actually missing any love for yourself, if I'm being completely honest with you. If we're keeping it 100, Eric. And we found purpose. Eric now receives a boost in career performance and discount on all computer purchases. He can now share his Soul's Journey with other Sims through the new Share Soul's Journey interaction. Let's do a success one. We've just chosen a random one, but let's go for success because it kind of lines up with his personality. With him being like business savvy, materialistic, and self-assured, I definitely think he wants success. So the random one was I should explore Sylvan Glade. I've heard of a special tree somewhere in Willow Creek. We can definitely do that tonight after work. We can just go for a cheeky little trip over there. He wants to order pizza and finish reading a book. You do actually need to finish reading a book, sir. Is there a bookshelf? Yes, there is. Okay, great. I was gonna say, how can they have a whole ass doctor's office without it? I want to bolster bolster my reputation as a cool musician. Reach guitar, piano, or violin level 10 and serenade for Sims. I will forever be known as the charming crooner. No one can steal this from me. Why is he such a slow reader? That's so annoying. Free money. Yes, please. Give me that 4,000 simoleons. I'm working and it's stressful, but I just wanted to call and see if you're having a good day and say that I love you. I love you too. I'm bringing you food. You are? Oh, sweetie, you're so good to me. Could you get tacos? Girl, where the hell am I meant to get tacos from? I don't even think tacos are available on the food delivery service. He wants pizza. He's going to be like, no, you know what? I wanted pizza. Oh my God, we do actually bring food to Alice. I'm assuming that came with Love Struck, but I'm not actually 100% sure. Travel to the Glade. That's probably going to cancel his bring food interaction, which is unfortunate because I kind of do want to see what that would lead to. With each moment cherished and no regrets holding Eric back, he can move on to the great beyond whenever Eric decides it's time to leave as a ghost. Eric now has also extended lifespan as a living sim so that there's ample time to savor life to its fullest. I want to give another bucket list to her and see if it's actually something that is achievable in my lifetime. Right, so how do we order a pizza? I think it's on home, and then we can order a delivery and we'll do pizza delivery, and we will go for let's just get a classic pepperoni. Oh my goodness gracious me. Another one. Remarkable progress. Eric can now share and preserve treasured memories and legacies with others by unlocking the ability to create additional heirlooms. Eric can now also share some aspirational, not inspirational, knowledge to other Sims through the passed down social interaction. Oh, girly. Alice, can you come over here and write a goal? And then everyone can come grab a slice, even though people aren't really that hungry. Right, what did you choose? I'm gonna upload the best video ever. Reach level 5 media production skill. Okay, you know what? This is fair. I feel like I got really, really easy goals in my early access. I've also been getting quite easy goals with Eric. Obviously, the music one is probably going to be quite difficult, although I really want to get... I feel like this house... Yeah, it does have a piano. I can see why some people think this is difficult, because it definitely just depends on what you get. Obviously, you can, like, sometimes choose your own. Oh my gosh, you wanted tacos and we have fish tacos. He's not even eating the pizza. He literally just wanted to spend money. Finish reading a book. Oh my God, we actually desperately need to do that, broski. Can you please pick one up? That would be great. That could get us to honestly finish it, and we'd be sorted, because that's going to complete a want, and it's also going to complete part of our aspiration. I kind of want to do the music one though, because I feel like that is kind of difficult, not as difficult as all of hers. She's such a perfectionist. She's like, I want to create 5 masterpieces. I want to be level 5 in photography, and then I also want to be level 5 in media production. Like, who the hell do you think you are, you little overachiever, you? It's kind of funny to me because she's not like a perfectionist. She's just creative and a muser. I want her to write one more and see if we can get one that isn't so out there, because we have not focused on her at all. I hate how I said we were going to. Also, neither of these have discovered a goal yet. It usually takes about like a Sims like in-game week at least if you're just waiting for your Sims to like naturally spawn these, which again is obviously gonna make it harder, because if you're not using the interactions to spawn them yourself, it's gonna take a longer time to do. So like, I do think there is replayability in it, but I do still think it is too easy if you do get easy activities, even if you're like looking after the whole family. Like, I've been looking after the whole family this entire time. Yeah, I haven't been like super active with them, but this is how I would like usually play. I maybe play Sims a little bit differently to other people. That's an interesting thing. Do you focus on the whole family at all times, or are you more like me and like focus on like different Sims in like different areas of their lives, or like if you're playing out a specific storyline? I guess my garden must be immaculate. Reach gardening level 10 and bask in your gardening grace. Get out of here. She's gonna have another one. I already know. It's gonna be a skill one. I can tell. It's who she is at her core. I do like the first one was actually based on like her aspiration and her traits and stuff. All of hers really were. Like, it was kind of that creativity. It was also quite cute. She loves the outdoors. Her dad loves the outdoors. So that kind of got like passed on in her bucket list, which is really, really sweet. I'll fabricate my finest fabrication. She's just getting all the skill ones. I give up. Vivian, how about you, girl? He better finish his whole Souls journey after finishing this book, because honestly, I feel like I've been on a Souls journey waiting for him to hit the end. I just want some great food whilst I can. Eat 10 excellent dishes. One thing about me, I'll always let my foodie flag fly. I've got to enjoy some great food whilst I still can. The best food, even. That's cute. Especially with like my headcanon of her being a caterer. That's really, really sick. Sir, did you finish that book? Oh my god, he did. But it barely ticked anything off. What the heck? I'd like to hoard tons of simoleons. 100,000? I mean, we have 49,000. What does success look like? Being rich. It's funny. I feel like you can kind of like see the family progression through them, like traits that have been passed down. Like, he is actually the materialistic one. But clearly that probably comes from Vivian, even though it's officially like not one of her traits. Foodie is though, and then her son is glutton, which also makes sense. You know what? I'm going to give the Sims team props on this one. I feel like they put in more effort and energy to this household than we've ever respected. I'm going on a boating trip. Ride around in a boat for 3 hours? He is the type of person to have a boat. How did they know? That's that materialistic trait coming out. Can you ride that in like swimmable water? Can you actually go on a boat in swimmable water? Because that would be so sick. I imagine him doing that, like boating on the lake. Do we even have speedboats though? I know we have jet skis. I think we just have like those sailboats, don't we? Is he gonna finish this logic skill? If he was still feeling focused, this would be finished by now. Oh, you're an ass. I hate him. Ew, why are these people sweating so much that there's literally like puddles on the floor? Bro, what is going on in this hospital? I'm playing The Sims 4, not Theme Hospital. So excited for 2 Point Museum. Buzzing for that game. It's time for our house party, which is really annoying because he wants to throw an epic house party where Alice, just before I had him go to work, I had her write another one, and she wanted to throw a dance party, but we can't do both of those things at once, which is very, very sad indeed. Alice, I do apologize, girl. I have neglected you. Mother, you are not catering. Put your feet up and relax like the queen that you are, and we're just gonna do it for 5 p.m. It's gonna be quite an early finish. Like what, 10 p.m. probably? See, the good thing about Vivian is she's such a good cook that she makes excellent stuff. So anything that she eats is gonna add to her eat some great food. Repair or upgrade an object. Craft an object on the woodworking table and achieve level 6 in logic. Now, we don't have a woodworking table, but that is definitely something that we can easily purchase. Also, I am fully letting myself clown, not only for Reputation Taylor's version, but for the fact that they actually had a woodworking table in the trailer of Life and Death that looked like it had some little bits on it. Now, they weren't anything game-changing, it was just decoration, but I'm letting myself believe that that means we're getting an update to this at some point. Ooh, we need to flirt. Oh yeah, we do actually need to get a gold on this. So we actually do need to do these things. Ooh, play a musical instrument for 1 hour. Let's go practice. And he just crafted his woodworking. They're all going to be sat down there and I'm just going to be playing piano up here on my lonesome. The entertainer, if they arrive, are probably going to come up here as well. God, she looks so good in that outfit. I'm sorry, but my taste, impeccable. This has just turned into a me simping for Alice video. God, this house is too big. It takes them like an hour to get anywhere because they gotta go down all the stairs. Has anyone even made a cake? Vivian's like, right, I'm taking this into my own hands. I'm going to bake a cake myself. Back off, Mila. That's my stove now, girl. No, Mila, no. Mila, I hate you so much. Oh my god, that was such a little wild kiss. Oh my god, I don't think we're gonna get gold on this. We've barely done anything. We need to have them socialize with guests. No wonder we haven't done anything. Oh my goodness gracious me, this is awful. No, don't do a flirty introduction. No. Dash, I'm gonna need you to not do that. When did parties get so hard to get a gold in? What the heck is this? Why am I blanking? To be fair, this would be easier if not every single romance interaction ever was coming up on my Sims so that I actually didn't have to go through the wheel. Everybody grab a slice of cake. Please take a piece. Sims playing games at the same time? I don't even have enough games. Oh, this isn't gonna end well. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, this is so sad. How have I messed this up? Play cards with Dash, you, Victor, and... Okay, there only needs to be 4 of us. But they're not going to stop eating, are they? Who knew that a house party at the Spencer Kim Lewis house would get this wild? Oh, that was so close. We did get charisma level 3. No, I don't care for you playing now games, Dash. What? That sentence made no sense. I was so furious that didn't even make sense. I'm so annoyed that I didn't throw an epic house party. God, they really introduced boats and then said, actually, we don't give about boats. You're not getting a single other one. You're only getting that canoe. No, I got a notification saying it's almost Vivian's time. I'm not ready for this. God, Olivia got a feeling. Okay, little psychic. Not her being like, it's almost grandma's time. Let me get out of bed. I want to host a stay over. Something so fulfilling about having company over for a few days, spending quality time together, offering good hospitality. I should host a stay over whilst I still can and make sure I'm forever known as an incredible host. We are gonna go on that little boating trip. Yeah, he can take a day trip to Sulani. He's on an orderly's money. You know what? I support Nepo babies when they are the spawn of Vivian Lewis, and only then. Whoa, you just absolutely decapitated Hector Laurent. Good job you're a doctor, because he's gonna need it. This is fun. This is riveting content, isn't it? I like how it's like in swimmable water. He's literally so close to the shore. This wouldn't happen in the UK. You're far too close to the shore. Dreams fulfilled. When the time comes, Eric can now choose to rebirth. This pinnacle of the soul's journey allows him to start anew as a fresh sim, carrying with him a touch of memories from his previous life. As a ghost, embrace this chance on a new life by choosing rebirth at Baleful Bog. So I feel like I'm gonna get comments that are like, you didn't do Olivia's homework and like you didn't do this or that, which is fair. I feel like that's valid criticism, but I was just setting out to prove that depending, I will say with my hands up, hand on heart, it can be harder than what it was in my early access. However, all of these Sims had like pretty generic traits. The creative one definitely tested my limits. Obviously, we didn't get very far in her soul journey whatsoever because she was an overachiever at her core, which is hilarious because she didn't actually have the overachiever trait. But now I'm like, potentially I should add that for her because it feels as if that would be something that Alice would definitely have. I do still think this is too easy. I still think that this is too easy for the things that it unlocks, like career progression, obviously like bigger lifetime aspiration points, like they're all quite big rewards, and it still doesn't feel like this is an overarching like life journey. It kind of just feels like a secondary aspiration, which honestly in turn in The Sims 4 doesn't even really make sense because you can change your aspiration at any point. Like, don't get me wrong, it can be harder for sure than like the regular aspirations that we have in the game. I do think that, for example, having the like 100,000 or getting to level 10 of a skill and then doing something on top of that definitely is going to take you a lot longer than quite a few of the aspirations, even though quite a few of the base game aspirations at least do ask you to be a level 10 in certain things. I fully forgot to stop my stopwatch. I've been recording for... Okay, I took a pause and it was about an hour and 24 minutes. I managed to do at least Eric's soul journey. Now, obviously, it would definitely take longer if I had chosen to do all 4 of these Sims, but he still managed to complete it as a young adult on a short lifespan before even aging into a fully grown adult. So to me, that doesn't scream like, you know, this is like your life's goal. But I would still love to hear your feedback on this, because I've given my opinion. Other people are probably going to disagree. I imagine many people do agree with me. I have seen the comments in like my early access videos saying, yeah, I agree. It is far too easy for you to complete something that feels like it should be a big deal within your Sims life. But thank you all so much for tuning in. I've wanted to record this video for a while just for like my own peace of mind, so that it didn't feel like I was like harshly critiquing something that could be more difficult, I guess maybe with like additional packs added on. I still really want to try and get like the most out of cross compatibility when it comes to the bucket list, because there are things that happen for like a cult, and it does feel like it kind of goes with like storylines, and it's quite a nice way to build those up with your Sims. But I would love to hear all of your thoughts. What have you been using Soul's Journey for? Bucket list items, have you found like really interesting ones? I know someone in my comments was like, oh, my elderly grandma loved knitting, and then her grandson like got a bucket list to knit, which I think is really cute. That might just be random, but I mean, hey, I love the stories that you can produce from these things. I just want to hear all of your thoughts. It's why I love making videos like this, having a discussion down in the comments with you lot, seeing how you've been putting this to use in your game, seeing if anything cool has happened. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.